Today topics is dream house. Part 1, Style Questions.
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in a semi-detached house with 3 bedrooms and a small garden.
Which room do you like most in your house? Why?
My favorite room is the kitchen, because it looks out onto the back garden, and it's on the side of the house that catches the afternoon sun.
Is there anything about your house that you would like to change?
Well, it would be nice if it were a detached house, so that we could have windows on the wall that we currently share with our neighbors.
Tell me something else about your house.
The previous owners converted the loft into an extra bedroom. That's the quietest room in the house and the best place to go to do some work.
Part 2, Style Task. Describe a house or apartment you want to live in. You should say what it would look like, where it would be located, what facilities this would have, and explain why you want to live there.
We all as humans dream fancy about our houses. So, there are some who want all the luxuries in their house, while some prefer living close to nature. I want my house to be a mimic of nature. So, I want a small waterfall in my house, wherein I can take bath, and then I want my house to have a lot of flowers and be surrounded by trees. So, that in the evening when I wish to sit down, I should feel calm and serene from inside. Then I want my house to have a library as well. Library of the books that I have already read, so it will be more like a collection of books that I love and could offer others to read, and in the library, there will be my study table, and in one corner will be the place where I could look out of window and see the entire nature at its best and have something to drink or relax. There will be part of my house where I will allow anyone to come in and sleep over and have food just for free. Because I want people to travel with entire safety. With nothing to worry, I want them to explore this beautiful world. Also, in my house, I wish to have a beautiful field wherein I could go for jogging or play some games. I don't wish for the most expensive house in the world, but I wish for the house that is the most special for me.
Part 3, Style Questions.
How easy is it to find a place to live in your country?
In my country, always go to look for the advertisement, and to gain some information about the house. Maybe the people can use a computer, collect the information from the internet, or buy some new newspaper, they always have some information about it. Of course, there are agents about work for the rent, so I think it's quite easy for a person who want to have looking for a house.
How would you compare living in an apartment and living in a house?
When I was in China, I lived in the apartment. It was quite small, and I felt it was not as comfortable as the house. However, in my apartment, I never find any insect because I live in the 5th floor of the building. The building quite high and higher world than when I lived in the house. Well, sometime I can find the insect climbing to my house. I'm afraid of it.
Do most people in your country rent their home or do they own their own home?
Well, if they have house or apartment, most people prefer to live in his own house, because the rent of the house is quite expensive, especially in Shanghai and Beijing and in other big cities. I think that people should not put some money to rent a house, if he had his own house. That's not economic.